Hello everybody and welcome back to Product Nodenium. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of work done. So yeah, this is the lighthouse we did in the last episode. And yeah, this is all built already. Today though, okay, you haven't seen any of this. I went off camera and I did a bunch of other stuff. I mean, I have some of this recorded, but I figured it wouldn't make a good episode anyway. I don't know, I've been doing too many tedious large projects, and so today I'm gonna move away from doing all of this, and I'm actually gonna come over here. I've kind of cleared out some trees already. Through here, I think I'm gonna set up some flying machines and TNT stuff, and I'm gonna start work on that harbor I talked about, where I need to custom kind of drill out the river and stuff, because it's gonna be kind of like an indented river / cove bay type thing. It's gonna be more in the land a little bit, like around this area and here. But I need to I need to get prepped for that. So I have cobblestone. I need to kind of hang on, let me go into my camera thing here. I need to plan out exactly where I'm going to drill out the land here. So I should probably just drill out, here, because I want to slope the lighthouse. I don't want to make a cliff here. I want to actually slope the land down. So I should probably drill out like there. So okay, hang on. Let me kind of plan this out. So over here with cobblestone, I'm just gonna make a layout. So here, right here, so start coming in this way, get a layout going here, so I can I need to figure out where I'm going to do it all, because I don't just want to blow up all the land. I'm gonna go underground and put a layer of water, so my TNT tubers will make flat lines, and then I'll just terraform the river. I mean, this is pretty, I said I was trying to avoid big project. This is a pretty big project, but this is an easier big project, I guess, and I can do this in stages more. And I feel with the harbor, I can just kind of build smaller builds versus just doing mass terraforming forever, which is incredibly boring. I gotta figure out a good way to incorporate it, because I feel the lighthouse is really, it's not out of place, but I feel it might be, after the harbor's here, it's kind of a weird terrain shift, so it might be a little, I gotta figure out how to integrate it properly. Cool. Okay, this should be it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a good outline shape here and a good square shape, and then I'm gonna get back with you guys. So yeah, let me do that. All right, so after a long time, we have the whole perimeter is all set up. Okay, so it's been 2 real life days. This took ages, because I had to dig down all of the lines across the whole area all the way down to where I'm going to. But then I also had to do this all, which I got some help at least for the second half of all of this. But yeah, this is all set up now, so then when I build my TNT duper that'll sweep across the area, it'll make all straight lines across the whole thing. But I got all the stuff to build the world eater things, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into footage of doing that. And they're not really building it, but I'm gonna jump into just running the sweepers already. Alright, it is morning the next day, and well, actually, no, it's been a couple days of this because this took a good while to dig all out fully. But hey, we got a hole now, so we can now set the riverbed kind of in. I plan on connecting it sort of here, and I'm gonna dig this down and connect it through, and I might expand the land out a little bit more here. I mean, I could cut that off too, potentially. Oh, that's a interesting idea. Okay, wait, hang on, I gotta figure this out. So if this comes in, and then this comes in, that would be better. Yes. That would be a lot better, yeah. Okay, yeah, let's do that. So yeah, I gotta go get materials and stuff, and I'm probably just, yeah, I'm gonna start working on this. Yeah, let's get to work on this riverbed here. I'm probably gonna, I might connect it up to, actually, hang on, let me briefly look at, so that'll come up, and then, okay, yeah, okay, I'm just making sure this is all gonna work. I might connect it up to this river back here, potentially, at the end. I don't know if I will or not, but probably not, because I'm gonna have the mountains back here and stuff eventually. But yeah, no, this did a really good job, so yeah, I'm gonna start working on the, let's get to work on making the riverbed and stuff. Alright, so yeah, we have most of this dug out here, pretty much. Yeah, I've dug out this hole, I've placed in my riverbed already. Or not really riverbed, it's more of like a harbor bay kind of thing, I guess. But whatever, bottom of the ocean floor here, I guess. So yeah, the only thing left here to do now is to dig this down and get the water connected up to this line and sort of fill out these empty lines here. And so, yeah, after we do that, we can then fill this whole thing with water. Just put water buckets around the whole edge of all these lines and everything. And then we can fill out the whole thing with water. And then we can finally start working on the first harbor building in our harbor. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep digging at this. Alright, so I got all the walls dug down. So now I need to just fill it with water, because the reason I've done this, oh, I need to do this too, I forgot about this, oh man. Well, I'll do that in a second. But I need to do this so I can fill the whole thing with water, because I'll need water on all sides to fill it in properly. So, oh man, I forgot to do this. Okay, let me just fill this in, and I'll start placing in water. Alright, I just got another player to help me fill in some of this water, because this is pretty tedious, and this is taking a stupid amount of time here to do this, but yeah, she's helping me, so that should speed this up a lot. Alright, the last few water blocks here are filling, and yeah, this is the whole harbor pretty much filled up now. I need to add some terrain around the edges, but overall this whole thing is now full of water. I think I'll dig down these walls to further down the line, but to start, I'm actually going to go ahead and start my first building, and also get like so. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting all the materials and things and doing that. All right. All right, so I've gotten all the materials now. I've gotten yeah, this is a lot. I mean, I say this like every episode that I've gotten a lot of materials. I mean, these are all big builds, right? I'm hoping to. I mean, I usually use schematics. I'll design these in creative beforehand. But I think from now on, a thing I want to do is start freehanding things. But I need this. This building is going to serve as my main storage room, and I really need an actual functional storage room to start freehanding builds because I need to have access to all like a lot of the blocks in the game. So, for instance, if I'm freehanding something, I'm trying to think about like, oh, maybe I need this sort of block, right? I don't know. This is just rocket, but just pure example. Oh, I need a block for this. Maybe I don't, have that on hand at all. But if I have a storage room, I can kind of recycle all the materials from every other of my projects and put them into storage, and then that way I can kind of just reuse the same materials and have just it'll just be easier. I mean, you guys know how storage works, right? It'll just be easier and to do all the freehand work and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting to work on this harbor building here. And I will, after I'm done with that, I will get back with you and we can talk about the boat we're gonna build as well. Alright, so I now have the whole storage room kind of built up here, so yeah, this is the main storage room harbor building. So let me take you kind of in the inside here. So in here, I've got, oh yeah, I can already see the fish jumping, so, oh boy, okay. I'm gonna build a boat here in a little bit, but first things first, we should look at, so basically the way this would work is there'd be a fishing boat here, they'll throw the fish onto the dock, and this is a fish processing plant. So they'll bring in all the fish, put them into these tanks before killing them. So I'd put a couple in here, and they're jumping around in here in the tanks a little bit. But normally they would come up here, take one of the fish, you know, put it on this area. They'd have someone here to sort of start processing them and all of that. And then we got like, yeah, the boxes to load up the fish and then put them over here, and then you could load them up onto trucks back here, which I will do in another episode at some point. So anyway, up here, I actually don't know what I'm going to do up here. I thought maybe making a communications thing because they have to have good communications for the boats to come in and out, right? But I don't think I will. I don't think I'll do that. I might just leave this as like an empty area for me to shove shulker boxes down or anything like that. Current project. This is my portal. This leads to the nether now, and I've got a crab above it. Same one I used on my shop in not season 2, in episode 2. But yeah, I got some other decorations. Got some like lifesavers on the wall, and some nets, and here's a net in a little gray type thing. And there's just one hanging. I got some industrial lights, some air conditioners. These things link up to these like big industrial fans up there. But anyway, this is the main part of my storage room, and I need to actually organize this and lay this out. But you can see here I got these like the windows and extra storage here and all the essentials I need here. Anyway, I need to label all these, so I'm actually gonna start doing that right now. Alright, we're in the storage room here, and okay, so before I do end the video, I want to build one more thing, probably pretty quickly. So I think I need to build, let me get my camera here, I need to build my first boat, because I haven't, I mean, I'm gonna build like 5 other boats, but yeah, I need one in the harbor over here, so I'm gonna build one in front of the harbor building here. I think like right kind of here-ish, and that should look pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into me doing that. Alright, so yeah, we've gotten everything built here. This is my first boat. If you guys have any name recommendations too, I'm thinking of naming on the sides all the boats, like names for them. They could be references. If you wanted you guys' names on boats too, I could do that as well. Or like if the top liked comment gets, I'll name this boat after that, whatever you choose. Or the commenter's name I'll put on the side of the boat. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it off for today, guys. So thanks for watching. This has been Builds by Zay on Product Nodenium. Bye bye now.